My PC just crashed, but that's okay because we're starting the dev stream. So we have blue screened on my laptop, but we're just going to go from memory here today.
I can't believe they put an emoji in there.
They put an emoji on it, but that's not the point. The point of today is to talk to you about Warframe. Hello, Warframe community. We are here with dev stream number 86. We're here with the usual suspects. Sheldon actually showed up today.
I climbed the mountains of the Himalayas, and all I got was a spear.
Why don't you introduce yourself to the Warframe community?
Oh, my name's Sheldon. I'm Enlightened, and I'm the studio manager.
All right, and you are, sir?
Oh, we're
Yeah, we might as well. A lot of people are first-time streamers.
Oh, yeah?
First time viewer,
Jeff?
long time fan.
The animation director.
That's cool. I'm Rebecca. I work with the community and the live ops.
I'm Steve. I stream on Sunday.
Shut up. And
I'm Scott, and I rescue kittens
you do.
on the side of the highway.
That's cute. It's
There's a
cute.
box
But
of them.
so we do have the next.
Only if they're in a box.
He
though.
stops and checks out all boxes.
It's true. The next hour of your time is going to be spent with Gabe and Dean helping us run the stream. We have moderators in chat with the community team, and we have, of course, the DE studio working away on Warframe. So what can you expect housekeeping-wise for today? We're going to be giving you a 24-hour alert after the stream on all platforms. So whether you're on Xbox One, PS4, or PC, you can.
Or fist bump.
Can you? You will have a Oracle reactor
These are
blueprint.
my inauguration moves. by
Okay,
the way.
can we not make this political?
I'm not making it political. I just No.
I
figured out new ways
taking
of
tips. Pro tips.
just kind of gesturing.
You're supposed to.
But you know what? We're really excited about the Glass Gambit going live on consoles. So this kind of was a surprise this week. It showed up, it went into cert, and then the next day it launched. So Xbox One and PS4 players have the Glass Gambit. This is. Oh, Dean's looking for the asset. There's so many today, so Dean's
What is
gonna.
it, the asset of Pat running around the office high-fiving everybody?
No, it's this. So if you want to play Nidus, if you want to be a part of the quest and the update, you can do that on all platforms now.
Oh, cool.
And of course, I have some interesting stats about this that we'll get to after, but I'm going to get through housekeeping.
Okay.
The Valkyr Prime trailer that we kind of said would come at the beginning of the year.
Why are you starting off?
It's in housekeeping. It's just a.
Still the beginning of the year.
It is
it
the
is
darkest timeline now. So I guess
Tell
I'm
us,
sorry.
Jeffrey. There's a QR code on the blue screen, so.
I overpromised. I don't know if we're going to hit January. Usually, what I was hoping for this week is to have the rough timing out to give to the sound guys so they can do their locked-in timing pass.
All right.
But I didn't get
you're
there.
blaming
So
George now.
no, I let George down.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what? This
so-
computer is completely dead today, so I basically don't even need it, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Unless you want to solve
0% complete.
it's fine.
It's been on 0%.
Megan's crying in chat. Look what you've done. Anyway, we have a Prime gaming giveaway is live. If you go to warframe.com/giveaway, you can sign up before February 1st to win some crazy Prime giveaway stuff on all platforms and the next Prime Access unannounced before anyone else. We also have a TennoCon date, so we don't have tickets up for sale yet, but we will soon. So stay tuned for warframe.com/TennoCon, July 8th. It's in London, Ontario.
July 8th.
July 8th is a Saturday. Can you make it?
I'm going to check.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check my calendar.
And
Okay.
we are going to do a podcast after the show.
See, now everyone's disappointed, Red.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, way to start off on a...
But on an interesting note about the spread of viral diseases, let's talk about the helmet.
Just move your mic to the other side.
What, my chest hairs?
much
No,
chest
you're
hairs.
talking towards Rebecca, but away from your mic.
It's definitely the chest.
It's the chest hair. Sheldon's been gone trying to work on a new look. He's going.
Well, I don't know how to...
You were jealous of
He liked
Scott
the
and
Old Man
Steve's
Wolverine
beard.
trailer.
Yeah, the Old Man Logan trailer as well.
If we could open up the graph for infections of Warframes over time. If you don't know, on console, you are going to be exposed to the Helminth cyst. This is an infection. It starts with Nidus. And on PC, from the day the disease started to the day it... Can you make it a little bigger, Mr. Bergman?
That's crazy.
So thank you to Ben for getting me these stats. But basically, we were
I
looking
didn't
at...
expect it to be more.
Well, I think it's a little... Oh, there we go. Bye, guys. We basically had 2.1 million Warframes infected before.
Very smooth.
I think it's due to the...
I thought
Well,
it'd be
the
more-
y-axis is equal, but it's interesting because it started off with 1,000 and then...
Yeah.
I mean, it was the World Health Organization that paid us to do this.
Yes,
in the game
that's it,
anyway,
Dean.
So
Sponsored
why
by...
we did this.
Anyway, so I thought that was pretty interesting. We'll
was
see
cool.
what console players do, what rate you spread your diseases at. But as far as PC player goes, that was...
Sorry, I'm laughing at chat. 2.1 million losers.
Infected losers.
Yep. Speaking of losers, maybe one of them should win some platinum.
They should.
All right, let's
do
do it. What's 1,000 platinum coming to a lucky viewer?
Oh, sweet.
Logged in. I see a lot of mods logged in too, so maybe they'll win this this time around.
Fixed.
Fantastic.
Fixed.
All right.
Some people are saying they'll never cure it. That's their
There you go. It's your choice.
Yep.
We did ship the cure with the console builds though, so you have the choice. You're not stuck with
We
it.
ship the cure.
Spoilers.
Yeah. No shit, eh?
Yep.
And the winner is
GTO5. Get OE5? I don't know, but get
Gto5.
OE5. You won 1,000
Nice.
platinum.
Way to go.
Message our Twitch page with your in-game alias and platform, and we'll hook you up with your 1,000 platinum.
Yep. You can use that to buy some penicillin for your Warframe.
Yes, exactly. We have an antibiotic. It's very exciting. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about
stuff to
today.
cover.
Usually we do, our assets sheet is like 6 things, and today it's close to 15. So
Wow.
this stream has
This is
been
fantastic. I'm excited.
to give you guys a sense of what the stream's about. It's about the little things we're kind of working on. We're not going to show you the big picture stuff like the war within last year because we spoke about that too early, and we're just not ready to talk about that yet. So we have
Whoa. This is the
Year-end
end of
quest confirmed.
Year of transparency.
year of transparency. So there you
has
go.
ended.
I kind of feel like you're talking to us as much as
Yeah.
you are.
I
That's
am.
what I feel like.
You guys weren't here early enough to have this conversation,
All right, fair
so
enough, fair enough.
you're just saying. But we have a lot of questions from our community, as always. Let's start off with one right away from Nightmare T12, who says, "What's the status on the Sentinel you guys showed some time ago? It had a cross shape. What's its purpose?" asks Nightmare T12. So this would be an asset that I have. I think it's the same asset we showed last time, Dean. It's the Sentinel, early game Sentinel that we kind of pitched, but
Baby's first Sentinel?
Yeah, I defer to you all.
Yeah, that's a very cute name.
Is Sheldon cosplaying as Steve?
I guess.
You gotta get a little gray.
I need a little more
gray, or a lot more.
Yeah.
Yep. This is baby's first Sentinel.
Yeah, so this is going to be the introduction to the Sentinel system.
Ah.
So basically, this will be the first one you get, and yeah, so it will be a part of the early game that we're going to go back and
Like
look at.
between Junction 1 and 2, like that early, if not early?
Yeah, yeah.
And do we have any presets
The-
for it, or?
Current thinking is something to do with health or shields. We're thinking like a shield health vampire setup, so it'll steal health and shield from enemies and kind of give it to you. Basically, we want to promote survivability for early players because it's important in the early game to kind of survive and continue playing.
Yes. Are you having trouble surviving in the early game?
So far, I have not.
Interesting.
I have not. Although I think they might have changed Vor a little bit after I whomped them.
Interesting. So you made it harder.
Yep. Yeah, on Sundays I'm streaming the game, and
All of a sudden, the ad comes across. Twitch /
exactly.
Steve.
Can I buy ads on the dev stream? Is that something I can
Yes.
do to promote
Yes.
it?
Sure. Why not? Oh man. All right. So yeah, that's going to be an early piece of the pie.
Yeah. So obviously, you can see it's modeled, and it's just a matter of getting kind of the gameplay up and going, and then figuring out where it
yeah,
actually falls and
Great.
build it and making it acquirable.
Yeah,
Great.
That's cool.
Our next question is from AM Bunny, who says they're really enjoying the new animations for the Javelok. Have you considered using these on the polearm and staff melees since they look very similar?
You mean like the idols themselves?
Yes.
No, I think we'll keep them separate.
All right. Actually, that's a good.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
actually
Oh, I mean, I think
Good question, but no.
you're
it's
allowed
cool,
to
like
say
this
no,
way.
guys. That's an
Yeah.
important thing this
Yep.
year.
But they did put a lot of effort into those idol animations.
Yes, they did.
They're very,
They
very
turned
cool.
out really well.
Speaking of idle animations.
Very cool.
Oh, natural
Jumping
segue.
right into that.
Well, we might as well. Before we go asset heavy, though, let's talk a little bit about the next Warframe that's coming, which is the Bard frame.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is a frame that we've shown for a couple months now, and you guys,
What order are you going to show these assets in? 'Cause
Yeah, how are you doing
I'm
this?
kind of nervous right now.
Yeah.
what would you like to see first?
I don't know what I'd like to see first. That's why I'm
We don't
nervous.
even know what there is to see.
So,
I haven't seen them, and so I'm kind of scared.
okay, last dev stream, we showed you a very quick loop of the foot tapping idle animation. And since that time, you guys have kind of committed. My understanding is to the idea that a musical frame is going to be music in every way.
Yes.
So if you want to talk a little bit about the approach you're taking with such a design.
All I know is that Jeff came back from the mocap studio. Like, that was 2 weeks ago?
That was last week.
That was
week.
last
That was
week,
last
and
week,
you
yeah.
said, so we did the mocap for
And
the
I'm
Bard
like, so
frame.
we actually did
Are we
dancing.
doing this? Are we actually going all in on this? And I just went, yes, we are.
What we're showing.
It turned out so.
Let,
Typically, we keyframe all of our idol and
God, I'm hoping this is
idol
river
variants.
dancing.
it's amazing.
And then Tim did a really great job on a lot of the noble ones, but he thought, he was. What did he say? I think he said he was a little too white. Too white guy.
to do it.
Too white guy. He was having trouble with the
many
agile.
left feet.
So you got in the suit?
So
No, actually, and this is the best thing, and I just want to thank this. Wait until you see this, Sheldon.
I can't wait.
because actually
Sheldon doesn't know about this. at all.
Sheldon doesn't know.
Oh yeah, because Danielle volunteered to get in the mocap suit and she killed it. She
So
was amazing.
DE
Yeah.
Danielle, who works on the community team, is an amazing dancer, and you're about to
Yeah.
Here we
see
go.
the development process of mocapping the animations.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Oh, we have
music
as well.
even.
This is player created music.
Yep, okay, yeah, all right.
So these are the.
Oh, here we go.
There's Danny. Yeah.
Just kind of gun. It's just like,
Casually.
that sums up the game pretty well.
Go, dude,
Yep.
go! Oh my god, I'm so excited for this.
Okay, this is blowing my mind.
Just wait.
The gun and the dance together. It's just like, wow, that's amazing.
It was funny. She was
Just wait, it's so great.
she was killing it, and I think when we threw the gun at her, and you could tell she's like,
You're like, you're supposed to hold the gun.
Danielle's the best. This is. Here it comes.
All right. Well,
There's another clip, right? Yeah.
yep.
Wait for full
I love you, Danielle.
She's listening to it.
I can hear her laughing over there. Here it comes.
Wake up.
I'm so excited. Oh my god. You're saying wow. What was it? I think there's another clip still, right, Dean? Oh, okay.
They came in so
Oh, back to
And then to T-pose.
Yep.
That's the way Danielle starts all her dances.
Every dance. Anyway,
That is awesome. That is so awesome.
round of applause for Danielle.
We're hearing
They're
applause.
clapping in the background.
So that's going to be
Yeah.
the agile animation
That's her
variants
agile
for Bard Frame.
yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
But it doesn't just end at dancing, does it? There's a whole level of artistry here
There is definitely some artistry that
Yes.
I'm terrible at.
that George has
Hopefully other people
graciously
are better at.
George has graciously provided us with.
Yes, I
here we
share
go.
an office with Scott, so I've been listening to Scott's musical
music.
genius.
It's all disunion.
So but before we play this, at PAX Australia, we showed the Sequencer V1, which is Pablo's amazing art. I didn't mean to say it wasn't great earlier, Pablo. You're amazing. But
Yep.
this is V2 of the Sequencer, which we've completely committed to. At PAX Australia, we were like, yeah, we'll probably do this. But now, here we are.
Yeah, we're too far gone.
Yep.
I think we still have some issues to solve, primarily with making sure it's not too repetitious
People like me will make.
and
There's
making
definitely
it
high troll.
making it so people can't
Yeah.
troll each other. So we are working on
Yeah.
that. You know, we're kind of taking the view that we don't want it to be that feeling when someone has a ringtone on their phone that they're not answering. You know,
Right.
that kind of
Yes.
how that kind of gets on.
You
on
share
your
an
nerves.
office with Scott, so yeah.
Share an office with Scott, so we're using it's
Yeah.
like feedback,
Yeah.
focus testing to see how annoying he can be.
It's true.
But yeah, so it's music and it's dance and it's totally wicked. Yeah.
Why don't we? So
But,
George has put a
it's
song
totally
together for
outrageous.
us.
Is that what Gem and Holograms would say?
Yeah.
Totally outrageous.
Totally outrageous.
It's totally
All right.
outrageous.
So
outrageous.
you might as well
It's
mute.
truly outrageous.
You might as well mute us, Dean, and play George's song.
We should have made George do this live.
I should have, yeah.
There was a risk of it not working. No. A low risk.
All right.
All right. So why don't you explain a little bit of what the players just heard but couldn't hear us talking about? So, guys,
There's presets.
there's presets.
There are musical presets, so if you don't want to participate in this, you don't need to design the music for your powers. But this is designing music for Bard Frame's powers. I'm not sure. I only heard it through headphones, but we have to do recording sessions for the
Yes.
actual final sounds because. Yeah, we're gonna go into a local music school and record real instruments and make a big thing of it and try to make it as unique and interesting as possible. You'll be able to duplicate sections. So we're gonna do recording of new percussion instruments and things like that. There'll probably be sound packs. There's a lot of stuff that we're working on right now.
The fingerprint.
Yeah, and then what we think we have is we encode the song that you have into like a little shareable fingerprint. If you want to tweet it or send it to someone, they can
Really?
you can grab their song and use it as the basis of your own, and then modify it.
So
From
how
there.
does that play into the powers? So you're going to sit there, you're going to make your song, or you're going to use a preset, and then you go into the game and press 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so that's currently up for debate because we're trying to figure out how annoying this could possibly be, how repetitive
I like
it
it.
is in the powers. Because if you cast out like a 4 and it's playing, one of those bars over and over and over and over and over, and it's me that made it, it's going to be you're going to want to claw your ears out. So,
But you can see in the video where we've separated the rhythm section, the melodic section, and the sort of bass section are separate, which means what we're now experimenting with is a bit of letting the rhythm section have persistence, and then bringing in the melodic section, or potentially using sections of it to be a stinger.
Yes.
Where the stuff that tends to be annoying on a loop, it actually just kind of comes in as a motif and then is gone after the cast has happened.
So once that stuff is decided, I think we'll have a better idea of what we can do in the power section.
Gotcha.
But on the power side, they're prototyping like beat matching and for buffs and
This is because you're going to stack?
So basically the beat of the song that's going, if you do put certain actions on the beat, then you'll get yourself a buff or a T buff or something like that. We're looking at instead of just doing radial damage, the damage comes out based on the beat. So if you do, single big notes, then you'll get one burst of bigger damage versus if someone puts in a lot of little notes, then they'll get rapid
Damage over time and stuff.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, because Arcase was asking how the Bard's coming along. They're excited. How's the step sequencer? So this directly feeds into your question from the forums.
Yes, we're also looking at like the overall noise level in the levels as well, and
Great.
feedbacking that into like a damage multiplier.
Okay.
So it's like an amplifier. So you take the peak DPS or dBs of the level and feed that into the damage.
Amazing.
So you're going to look for noisy places, or you're going to look for places where you can fight and actually create more noise to create more damage.
Oh my God.
So that's the stuff we're trying. It's a lot of prototyping still.
We just have it at that phase now, which I'm grateful for, where now we're casting Bard powers and hearing the music in the game.
Yes.
And so now we're on that next step of basically testing how that music feeds back into the experience of playing as the Warframe.
I'm so excited.
We're trying to find that balance between George level musician and Scott level musician.
There
So
are extreme ends.
So there'll be, it's not
Whatever.
going to be like it's not going to be perhaps as crude as a step sequencer is on like a 707 drum machine, but it's not going to be crazy
It's not like
expressive,
Hans Zimmer
where you're
suddenly.
going to be setting the velocity of different notes. We're not going to make it sort of like a piano roll. So that's kind of what George and I have been going back and forth on with Pablo, is to figure out what's the simplest interface that could be the most expressive and make you not want to just mute it right away.
That's awesome.
So that's kind of what we're working
The other
on.
thing we were talking about was if we end up using more of a stinger approach,
That's
you
right.
want to have the ability to play the full song in a spot, and you were talking about using emotes for that.
Yeah, and we haven't talked to Jeff about that,
Hey, Jeff.
but we were thinking about potentially having a custom emote where it performs the song without interruption. so that you can use it to socialize. Jeff is going right back to Flashdance.
Nah, Footloose.
Footloose, I mean. Footloose, not Flashdance.
So
You
wait,
should
you do
go to
Flashdance, really?
Yep.
Can you set the
No,
what's the
that's not
BPM? Can you set?
The tempo is fixed because we're going to sync it to the animation.
Yes.
But
Right.
so we're going to have a global tempo clock so that if you and I are playing,
We're gonna have the same
I
tempo.
will have ahead of time your fingerprint, and I'll be able to time sync it with your actions.
I see.
So there'll
Multiple
be
bards could come in and
Yeah.
And everyone's going to be playing in the same.
everyone can. The goal is that everyone can contribute to create a larger song that's tempo matched and bar matched.
Yeah, because if you saw on the
Yeah.
UI earlier, there was 1, 2, 3, 4. We kind of fast forwarded through it, but each of them have a watermark of 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's set up to be on 4/4 time, and
Yep. That's right.
it's awesome.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
so many songs that I want to try to play. With.
I
Like I see,
know.
like I see Naros, and I'm like Naros and playing
Mummy's alive.
Sandstorm.
Oh, see, it's anything's possible, guys. So it's going to take a little longer than usual for this frame, but we're really excited for it, and we'll keep you posted on development as we get new mocap, new showing you guys how it actually works in game, perhaps in the next stream from now.
Yeah, a lot of this is highly variable because, as I said, Scott and the guys have got it to the point now where we're using it in the game itself. So it's going to it's going to iterate quickly now.
And we have an awesome quest too.
Yeah,
there's a
and
pretty
it's
good quest
going to
going
be in a quest that is going to be kick-ass, I think.
All right.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Going
lots
to
of
be
exciting
expanding
stuff.
on another syndicate.
Oh yes, actually, a lot of people were asking in the thread is
Yep.
which syndicate is going to be next to receive a quest. As you know, New Loka has Silver Grove,
right.
Parent Sequence has Glass Gambit.
They want to get on good standing ahead of time.
Well, it's never really been standing based, but it is interesting because we get to flesh out these syndicate leaders, give them
Yep.
interesting
Yep.
things. So who gets the quest for the bard?
I don't know. Do we reveal that right away? Or
You don't
is
have
that
to.
something we talk about?
You don't have to. You
know.
can. You can confirm it is a syndicate.
Yeah.
Currently, the outline
It's a cool idea.
is for Cephalon Suda.
Yep.
Someone guessed already. Ghost Shinobi 11 said Suda, and they knew before you said that.
Oh.
There you go.
That might be one of
Maybe
our...
Suda.
I was going to say there's
Yeah,
someone in the
There
building.
you go. Yeah, Suda makes sense when you get the style of bard.
Yeah.
I think a little tech. All right. We have a lot of questions as well about sorties. So we have sortie
cool.
questions. What about the token system? What are you doing with sorties?
Right.
So,
So should we start with like how sorties like over time?
yes. So how sorties are doing? Last night at primetime, thanks, Jeff. I alluded to a graph-heavy stream. So this is the second graph for you all, which is multimedia cleaned them up for me. So
Super exciting.
Yes. Okay, so sorties played over time. Sorties have been
Yep.
around for about 405 days, maybe 406. And
That's pretty impressive,
at
actually.
launch, they were played a lot, and they very quickly dropped off. Seasons would result in spikes.
Spikes, those are the and now since Rivens have come in, we've kind of seen
There's
a revival
Yes.
of sorties.
Because
so
while we didn't change sorties with the Ribbon launch, all we did was add ribbons to them.
That's true.
And make seasons go away.
that's true.
So it's not
which I think was a good change, obviously.
obviously.
But there's more ribbons coming.
Yes.
Chat is amazing.
What?
What?
What are they laughing about?
Someone thinks you're handsome, Sheldon. We'll just leave it at that. I won't go into details.
Sexy beast.
I won't go into details. But
All right.
just
Just keep talking.
explaining. Don't lose
keep
your...
explaining.
Don't let me put you off rhythm there.
So we've got new ribbons coming. So that's gonna make ribbons. I think with that we'll make ribbons a little more common
Yes.
in the sortie pool. So that's coming. We've got a little bit of a rework
Yes.
that Daryl's doing. So just to kind of stop the repetition of some of the mission types. And then what else? He put some other smarts in for scheduling.
So we're going to add new mission types to it. So the Grenier Fortress Assault and the Infested Salvage,
Yep.
will be options and sorties. We're going to limit, like you mentioned, stacking endless.
And then also it's the I can never say it right. The Etienne.
Ayatan?
Ayatan.
The Ayatan
Aya.
statue. Yeah,
Ayatan.
a special sortie, a specific sortie statue that you can get instead of
So
getting the.
we actually have an asset for
Oh,
that.
oh.
So, yes.
See, I don't know all the transitions.
It's very
So-
beautiful, this one.
Yeah.
This is
Really
going to
cool.
be a sortie exclusive Ayatan that will likely replace the 2K Endo reward.
Yes, yes.
But obviously,
and you can upgrade.
yes. So it's going to be worth 2K at the very least, and then you can upgrade it to always be worth more.
Yeah.
So that is.
We're kind of giving both players. The players that really want they can grab it, but those people that want it.
Yeah, so collectors that don't like the Endo can
that's sweet.
now have a new statue for their ship, and people that want the Endo now have at least 2K Endo, but if they want to sock it in the stars, they now have even more Endo. So
But
that's
clearly this needs to go in your ship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want this
Just
to
too
move.
awesome.
Once it moves. So yeah, so the art team did a great job with this. They've been
That's really nice.
so this will be a sortie exclusive Iatan that you can get. So hopefully you will. It's still worth 2K Endo base, and then you can socket it to be made worth more.
Yep.
So that could be really interesting for the collector and those Endo lovers of all of us.
Yep.
So,
and again, for the Riven fans, with more Rivens going in, we'll
Yeah.
increase that.
and by more we mean melee. So
Yes.
I think so. Just
More melee. Yeah.
Have you guys ever talked about? I'm gonna probably hang me after this.
Can't
but
wait.
have you guys talked about when you do shuffle in music players, rather than potentially hearing the same song right after that one? Of
Yep.
course, it's a deck shuffling algorithm instead
Yes.
of just picking a random card, putting it back in the deck, and then picking a random card. I'm just wondering.
Right.
Sometimes I see in people, like on my Sunday streams, for example, people are talking about
my
how they might
God.
What
potentially-
time's on Sunday?
yeah.
It's at noon on Sundays.
And
Thanks
the
for asking,
link?
Scott.
Is that at Twitch?
DE_Steve on Twitch.
Okay.
In case you want to watch Scott. But sometimes they talk about getting exactly the same reward potentially multiple times in a row.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering,
Which
I'm thinking about that great Diablo 3 patch where they started improving
Yeah.
some of the scheduling.
There's
which we did some of that.
Yes.
It's just not. I don't think it's all the way there.
Yeah.
So not all the way.
That's-
Okay.
Yeah.
cool.
because I've gotten greater lenses a couple times in a row myself, but it's like really I play for Rivens. I can and for Endo. I need both of those things. So I get them frequently enough that I'm like, okay, I can
Yeah,
work
I
with
usually
this.
get the tweets of anyone who gets them 2 in a row.
Yes, but I
so
also
You get them as well?
Oh, yeah.
when I don't get what I want, I get mad. So
that's what
you know.
happens.
But anyway, I think we
Continue
could,
to work on that for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to continue working that. I see people talking about Tukando every time. I'm wondering if there are console Tenno, because I know that we did do some improvements for that.
That's
on PC
possible.
as well.
That's
Possible.
Possible. They can
And,
see
and the
it. Yep.
update they just got, I think, is probably going to be.
Yep.
be
You're taking a note?
A lot
Yes,
better.
yeah.
For
I can
you
watch the
guys.
stream, I guess, after. But
Yeah.
Certainly, that's not our intention that you get blasted over and over and over with the same.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
like the 7 days in a row stuff.
we've
is something
talked about a lot, and I haven't even
that we're-
moved to the gameplay yet.
that we're going to fix.
This is a big day.
It's 2:30. Should go platinum. Probably.
We should give Plato. Let's
some
do Plat
platinum,
right
yeah.
now. 2,000 platinum. I mean 1,000 platinum. but
you
2,000
said
left to give away during the stream.
Wow.
This is the first half of that prize.
Yeah. And if you are getting repetitious cycles on the sorties, it is something that we
Yeah,
have been talking
we'll
about.
take a
and
look at
and
it
someone
again.
said, no, I'm still on PC and I'm still getting those.
Yeah.
Someone
those
said they had 8 in a
reward
row,
rhythms.
so
Yeah.
I will investigate.
This is not our intention.
Yeah.
So we can take a look at that
Yeah.
after this plat goes out.
Well, it's random,
Yeah.
but
It
there's
is-
common, uncommon, rare. So it's
only
likely
one
that you're going to
slot.
get
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Super
percentage.
Malva.
Because the frequency of it
Yeah.
is yeah.
You've won 1,000
I think it's
platinum.
worth also biasing some of that stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Super Malva's won 1,000 platinum. Message our Twitch page and tell us where to put it. What platform are you on? You must tell us so we can give you the platinum. But yeah, very good.
Yep.
Yes, so the sortie is obviously we put ribbons there and people felt, yes, I will play these again. And we want them to keep feeling
So
that
more
way.
variety,
Yes.
some more interesting rewards, more interesting mission types, and we'll take a look at
Yes.
some RNG concerns as well.
Yes. All right. We have, I have, for the gameplay, we haven't gone over to the computer yet on this dev stream, but we are going to show you the Tennogen winners over there. We're going to show you the Nullifier gameplay and practice over there. And we're going to show you a new Corpus spear.
Oh yeah.
Yes, so we have 3 things to show you over there, but we're not quite there yet. We do have some more questions. Sarkown was the one who asked about sortie rewards, so that's what that question came from them.
Great.
We should have mentioned when we showed you the sortie Iatan, earlier this week we talked about getting rid of the credit cost for actually converting that Iatan into Endo. So right now on all platforms, when you take your Iatan to Maru, you are paying a credit tax to convert it to Endo, and we are getting rid of that in a future update.
Yes.
However, that's happening. But it did open more questions about the credit economy at large.
Yes.
So
Yep.
there are some.
Oh, do you have a graph?
I don't have a graph.
I was going to say, the credit economy last time I looked was like
What do you mean? Like people have too many credits?
tons, but yeah.
Yep.
But that's cool. I'm cool with
Credits
with
are too damn high.
not having that as the sink.
Yeah. Yes. So that's going to be gotten rid of. But we are reviewing other methods of acquiring credits. I think this comes down to some stats we saw suddenly with the Lecta Secura. Secura Lecta, I should say.
Secure some credits.
And the way it is working with stacks that might be too.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of what the stats showed, but I don't have the graph handy. But essentially, the way it's stacking and multipliers with chain reactions for enemies you're not even killing with the whip is causing a problem of credit gains. So I think we are going to be reviewing that. So if you are planning on forming it again or anything, wait till we have a more formal plan for you on that particular weapon. So stay tuned.
Yes, but that weapon is getting changed. Sorry. So,
Yeah.
But the good news is that we're going to remove the double tax
Yes.
on Maru, converting
That makes sense.
Iotins into
Yep.
into endo. So
that makes sense
we
for sure.
we are. The sun is shining, but there was a cloud, so you have to you're gonna have to kind of deal with that. But I think what's interesting about what the guys are planning with it is that it's how lucrative the whip will be is mastery rank scaling,
Yes,
which I think
which is going to
interesting
be,
as well.
you will get better credits.
I think that idea is great for weapons in general.
Yeah.
Like some of the weirder things we put in the game, we generally push to the higher mastery ranks because we're worried they're OP or they're really
Yeah.
overpowered, and we want players to earn those. But tying it to mastery rank could allow us to start bringing those things back to the early game,
Yeah.
giving them
Right.
to early players, but having that ramp up with
Right.
with time on a
Right.
larger scale. So I think that's a really good idea.
Yep. And we're not changing the combat profile of the weapon, just to be clear.
Yeah.
So,
Combat stuff stays the same.
Yep.
It's simply the credit
yeah.
and the way it reacts in chain reactions. So yeah, it's just something we should talk to you about right now because it came up about 2 hours before we said, oh, we're going to talk about the I-10 on the stream, and then we reviewed credits and it came up rather quickly today. So it is a little last minute for us and even for you. So
Yep. And if you're salty about that and you feel like it makes up for some parts of the credit economy, again, we're removing the credit cost to convert Iotin into endo, like completely gone. And we prefer to see credit rewards work better for everyone a little bit better rather than just for one whip in the game.
Yep.
So I'm sorry that if that offends you, but that's kind of our impression. Is the credit whip is just a bit extreme, and
Credit
by that insanely extreme.
Yeah.
Based on what I saw for numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also have other things to show. The deluxe skins, we've shown you a lot last year that hadn't been released yet. So we have a little collage here of things you've
Collage.
seen but don't have any more information on. The Mag Deluxe, the Chroma Deluxe, and the Zephyr Deluxe, which are all incredible. But the Zephyr Deluxe, do you want to go with
No,
this?
there's the Chroma Deluxe is pretty far along.
Yeah.
As
Yes.
well. We could show the mesh.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
It looks really good.
awesome.
Really good.
So that might be the first one you see released out of these three? Possibly?
I don't want to.
No, maybe not. I don't know.
Just to be clear, the Chroma Deluxe is an illustration.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not going to change
To look
into
like that.
this type of shading
Yeah.
suddenly for our rendering.
So the Zephyr Deluxe is actually a passion project of a non-character artist on the team. So it's going to be the furthest away because it's just, Carrie will.
Carrie picks away at it when
He picks away at it when he has time, which he has less of.
He's not very busy though.
Yeah,
but-
Yeah.
exactly.
So he's really busy, but eventually
so he's
it'll
just
come out.
slacking, really, is what we're
Yeah.
The Mag Deluxe is ridiculously detailed.
saying. Crazy.
Yes.
Good, yeah.
So great.
So there's some really exciting things coming. We're just letting you know we're still working on all of these actively. Obviously, Frost Deluxe just came out on PC, so we have to see when we're going to fit the next one in. But when we know, you'll know. So this is
Great.
just a reminder of what you can expect this year,
Do we know that
likely.
we have an ETA on that Chroma one? Because you're right. I did see. It's
pretty far
It is
along, yeah.
close, right?
Yeah.
Oh well.
I can't remember when it's planned to ship. But,
Okay.
yeah.
And we also have, just if you like the style of the Chroma Deluxe skin, we have some new glyphs coming as well. Dave sent these to me earlier today, so more in the series of the sort of comic-y action style. There's
Beautiful.
some new ones
Yeah.
coming. I'm really excited about the next one. I think she looks
The
great.
next one's really
The
good.
next one's
Yep.
sweet.
Yeah.
So very exciting. And then we also, the rest is all gameplay, so I will hop.
I see a helmet
You
here.
have helmet and something with the
Oh, right. Oh my God.
Oh, goodness.
An alt helmet for Inaros.
Really?
Oh.
Yes. So this is looking amazing. There's a lot of diehard Inaros fans out there, so hopefully
Yeah.
you're pleased
That's
with
great.
getting
They
that.
listen to Sandstorm the whole time. They're
Yes,
like,
exactly. And the weapons team, the character team did a
yeah.
great job on this.
That's cool. I love it.
What else do I got, Dean?
You've got something from Vitter.
Oh,
from
yes.
Better.
And we have an update from last week's dev stream about the
Okay.
helmet charger.
Oh, the
You guys
color.
didn't want a Grenier charger, so we showed you a sketch, and now we have progress on said sketch with colors.
Right, beautiful.
Kind of matches Nidus a lot.
Yep.
Looking good.
Beautiful.
So that mesh is
super
looking good.
values.
Scars is working on it already.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
It looks good.
So we can take a look at that at a later stream too. So lots coming. And I think that's it for assets. Cool.
Yep, there's an image of the
The little
stuff
tentacle
that's
foot
showing
is
you
freaking me out.
Actually, I'm
The
not.
tentacle foot is freaking me out.
The one,
We'll get one.
Like,
the one mangled foot is amazing.
Yeah.
It feels like it'd be squishy.
Yep.
Yeah.
The mangled foot is.
I'll have to get the sound guys to.
Are they going
put
to
the
use it
event
to
in.
like CC an enemy? They can use like the ancients. You know the ancients.
That's this guy.
What's the
The
precepts
charger.
for him?
I don't know yet.
Are you going to change them a little bit?
I
'Cause
think so, yeah.
You should make his little tentacle hand be like the ancient disruptor tentacle hand that
Yeah,
knocks
that'd
you
be cool.
down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty
Awesome.
cool.
Oh my god.
The charger has a little hook hand too.
Yes, little hook hand.
But not like that guy.
Yeah, but
Little-
that's a like weird, like squishy tentacle hand. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
All right.
It's like a withered.
I saw someone in chat mentioning network not responding problems, so I just wanted to apologize to people that were affected by that. We had a small but very unfortunate group of our players affected by server cluster upgrades that give us points of presence around the world, and for some reason we had a timeout problem on some of the edges, and I think that's been fixed since last night. So I apologize again if you had network not responding. It should be fixed now.
That's good.
Finally.
That's very good.
It took us a long time to track that down. We had volunteers all over the world actually helping Glenn with Wiresharks, and he was sending them test
Yes.
Perl files to run things. And we had a great participation with the community to help us track that down, because of course, if you rent a VPN somewhere else in the world, generally they have a good data center and you're not experiencing
I see.
like it is to be
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
at a
Yes.
home internet setup.
So do you have a video of that you're going to share on your stream?
Yeah, so I'll probably be streaming about that on Sunday at noon
interesting.
EST. I will not. I will not. That is all Glenn.
We also have a question from Harrison987 who says, is Arcwing going to be focused on in the near future? As the concept is amazing, but it needs a little bit of
Did they
help.
throw their hands up like that too when they asked?
Yes.
Actually, the one other thing is we were thinking about throwing. We'll see how the reaction is, but thinking about putting some Arcwing in sorties as well.
Yes. Now, we had this conversation, and I'm surprised you brought that up, because I said before we do that, we have to make sure we're addressing
Yes.
other stuff in Arcwing. So we talked
But-
about the orientation button, we talked about the walls, and we talked about the movement system. So the Arcwing sorties thing wouldn't happen until those other things did.
Well-
I think, I hope, I don't know. Sheldon?
Yeah, no, for sure. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
But what are those things, right? So if you play Arcwing and you have
God
feedback.
no,
Yeah.
yes, oh God no, oh no,
Yes.
oh God no, hell no.
yes, yes,
Yeah, oh, there's a couple
Yes,
yeses.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I have selected vision. I only see yes.
Selective vision. Dear God, that's all it said. It
That
didn't-
means that's positive.
they're-
They're praising at this point.
But I am going to run over to the PC. You
Okay.
guys can talk about Arcwing a little bit
Yeah.
if you want while I make my way over there.
oh,
Sorry, guys, coming your way.
okay.
Sneaking by.
Yep, you're stuck. Ooh, it's warm.
It is hot.
Well, don't want to trip you.
I don't know what camera I'm walking in front of, so I'm just going to be slow and. Anyway,
Yeah, I think the biggest issue we have with Arcwing is the more free descent style orientation isn't quite working the way we want, and is more nauseating for a certain group of players.
People, yeah.
We are going to set aside some time to kind of look at that and see if we can push that a little bit further along to fix that. Maybe by adding some additional controller key bindings.
Yep, makes sense.
And potentially, there's always the nuclear option, which is I don't want that, and you get locked into that kind of space harrier mode that we had before.
Yeah.
But
Actually,
I feel
that's
like
not bad.
I feel like we're close, and that there's just a few problems that create significant nausea.
Right.
So we will be fixing that before we cram more.
Before we put it in
Before
other
we cram
places.
more of it down your throat.
For sure. For sure.
right.
I see lots of questions about Limbo going by. He is being worked on. I was actually tweaking the anims that I just got yesterday for the new dodges. So his dodge in and out of the Rift is up and working in the game, and we have custom animations for it now, and we're just tweaking it so that the dodge length isn't too long, so you're out of combat too much, because playing him now, you are dodging quite a bit because you're going in and out of the Rift, and it's promoting the fact that you need to go in and out of the Rift quite often, which I think is a positive thing. So it's the same team that works on the Bard, it's the Warframe
Yeah.
programmers and sound
Right.
guys and everyone. So we're split between the Bard and
The reworks, right?
The reworks. So
How is
it
that? How is that like going back and forth between the Rift and then also jumping into like doing operator gameplay? Like, just I can't wait. That actually sounds pretty exciting to do.
how many different planes of existence?
Yeah, can I
we
be
have?
on?
Exactly. Yes. How many levels of Inception?
Yeah.
Rob, I think you picked a level that's way too nice.
Yeah.
So this is programmer art level.
This is
Way
a
to-
test level. Oh,
This is a test level with a Prodman poster that I found. I said I was going to try and find it on the stream, but there it is. But the reason we're in here is because the design team and the coders there have been working on the image we showed last time of the nullifier changes. So the way that works is nullifiers will now have a weak point. You know, their bubble spawns when they become aware of you. So here it comes, and that is the weak point that scales with geometry. So it's not going to be. So say they go in a small room, it's going to shrink down. So instead of it being
Someone needs to put some smooth on that.
yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's work in progress.
Yeah,
Development
sure is.
build.
If you're working on this and you're watching this stream,
Yeah, please.
Hey, bro,
It's a check box.
put some smoothing on that. That jitter is not cool.
Yeah, they'll
I
fix
love
that.
how it fits.
But
now.
it's
Yes.
going to
cool.
fit in the rooms, which is great. And it is the weak point. So if you can focus, aim, and have enough deep damage to actually destroy it, which,
Which you don't.
and there it goes. So I don't know how that's going to factor into the actual design. And one thing, Steve, this is a little Easter egg. This is the bow weapon looking a lot better, isn't it?
I'm very hyped. This is on my new account I'm playing. I've got the bow.
Yep,
So,
pull
so,
around
so
here.
does the
You got the new,
I didn't even know, dude. I didn't even know.
So
didn't
you're like,
even
oh,
know.
that bow's garbage.
does the weak point always go above, or is it like
So it is above. So
It is above.
and
So
it
the
works
same.
with that way on corrupted nullifiers too. So once he notices me, his bubble. I don't know if that's intentional that the bubble only appears when they notice you. Is that a new feature?
I think that's a little bit old.
Look at that. If it had some interpolation.
We made it when they
perfect.
spawn, it doesn't show up, but maybe they always seem
Probably
to.
awareness.
So anyway, he shrunk into a smaller room, so the weak point goes down with it instead of it being hidden in the
So
wall.
you get a lot less of the like nullifiers in the next room, and you get a whole bunch of flipping outside.
Yes.
So this will help with that, fit him to the space he's actually in.
Yes. And then we also have the Corpus Spear Gun, which is unmodded, so I don't know how it's going to perform here, but
I think that bubble art should be redone as well. I'm just watching chat.
Oh, I
and
think so,
and I
too.
agree. The bubble looks like very dated compared to the rest of the game.
It's
these
like
days.
the first version of the Snow Globe.
Yep.
anyway, the Spear Gun is also amazing. It has, I don't know what, so it has the thrown mechanic as well, which is kick ass, and then it's more like the Opticore.
Yes,
it's like a really
it's very close to the
So cool.
Opticore in its firing mechanics and its throw mechanics if you throw it near him. So he's tethered to it, so he can't walk away from it, and then he'll get periodic electrical shocks. from
Are
it.
you kidding me?
So, and that electrical shock can also proc, so you'll get the odd stun from the tether.
That's is it multi-target tether or is it
Yes.
single target?
Yes, it's within radius, so you should be able to get multiple.
They're gonna attack each other, but oh baby, oh no.
I like the more fitted bubble. It looks cooler. Once.
I don't know if I have enough damage on that. I probably don't. Anyway, so yeah, that's a bit of an update on the nullifier situation from last time, but he's currently being bowed to death, which is pretty exciting. And the spear looks amazing, so pretty excited for that. And I'm in this beautiful room, programmer art room. So
Yep.
don't worry, it was for the nullifier demo.
Yep.
actually that model's pretty.
Do you want to
sweet.
switch
It
up?
is a really nice
Hey, like
model.
as soon as
the
you
front
get
of
it
it
head
looks
on, you go,
amazing,
oh my
yeah.
god, that's sick.
Very
Yeah, it looks
detailed.
really good.
Yeah, I love it.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
Oh, what, are you demoing something else? You're
Well,
still
we're going to
over
show
there?
Tenogen.
Oh,
Yes, but
okay.
I have to check something first. So you guys can do a plat prize while I'm waiting here,
Yep, sure. Let's do it.
because I don't
Just press the button.
press the button.
King Porer still wants to know. I asked last Drev stream, and I still want to know: did the Javlock project turn off the content creators in regards to new weapon holds?
Turn us off?
No, it's just it's just a pretty big content thing.
Yeah,
so
right.
It's just about timing, really.
Yep.
more than anything.
Yeah, when we have to be very sure we want them.
Yeah.
Well, he has a suggestion for a
Oh.
new hold.
Oh.
I realize this is a lot of work, but I would also like to see heavy weapons with a chainsaw grip or something shoulder mounted.
Didn't James actually want a chainsaw sword? I thought he did.
I feel like
Hey,
is
Who
that
doesn't?
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
That's true,
Let's
yeah.
be honest. Who doesn't
Joe
want to
sent me
Yep.
like 5 or 6
Yeah.
weapon
So
ideas
King
that were all
Porer,
different.
that's a good
And
question.
I think
King
2 of those
Porer.
are those.
Oh,
yeah.
we have a winner.
Our winner is
Poofles, floofles. Were you making a note of this, Rebecca?
You know what? That's all you.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta write that one down.
you took your pen with you.
Here,
I'll take a picture.
you're gonna take a picture of it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey, Woofles, Floofles. Message our Twitch page with your in-game name
There you go.
and platform so we know where to put your 1,000.
God, I hope it's
platform.
Woofles, Spoofles, Spoofles.
Yeah, and that's your in-game name? Is that?
It might not be there.
don't
in-game
see
name.
It's too long.
It's just Woofles Poofles.
That's his Twitch name. For example, mine is DE Steve. So DE_Steve.
Noon Eastern time on Sundays.
Yep.
Steve, why don't you talk about the mutagen stuff from last stream while I'm getting the Tenogen stuff ready?
The mutagen stuff.
Remember last stream you're like, we will look at it.
Oh, man.
We did look at it, and if you go to the derelicts, the drop rate is many times an order of magnitude greater than the rest of the game. And so I did get this question a lot on Twitter as well, and are we going to reduce the cost? No, we're not. Mostly out of respect for those that actually worked on it and got it, and that put us kind of between a rock and a hard place.
Yep.
So I'm sorry for the sticker shock on that one, but I urge you to go to the derelicts because it's raining
That's where you're
there.
supposed to go. Yep.
Yep, it's a great place to go for it. And yeah, I think if we could have done it over again, I think we probably would have upped it slower than that. But I did hear a lot of contrary positive feedback about how that made clans work together again, and that really set in stone the positivity that I heard about that really reinforced our goals for this year, which is to do crazy stuff for clans and
make them great again.
make dojos great again.
So if you come back to an asset here, this is the Tenogen round 7 picks. We had an issue with the level, but it does all work in game, so we're happy to announce the winners. So this is a gorgeous image of them all lined up, thanks to Syncresis.
Oh, were you stuck in pre-processing or something?
No, it was just a spawn issue, but we have, I'm just gonna give all the authors credit. So if we go to the, sorry, they're not in the same order up there, so you'll have to follow me with your eyes. Oh no, it's okay. I can just, there's only one. Luckily, we have a unique one for each frame this time. So when I say Rhino, you know to go to Rhino there. So the Rhino one is the Teutonic by Favin PS, which is joining the submissions. The Cyandana you see in the back that has the blue angel wings is the Frelling Hazmat's Arcturus Cyandana.
It's very cool.
Gorgeous. The ash skin that you see in the white and gray is Hitsusan's by Who ash skin, which is
pretty
gorgeous.
cool, yeah. I like
The other Cyandana you see is Lucha Furel's Bodo Cyandana. The Hydroid helmet that you see is Raku's Rokral Hydroid alt helmet. The Loki skin and helmet is Incubus Loki skin by Volkavii. The Limbo helmet, which is gorgeous, is the Art Arwin Aureolus helmet for Limbo, which is a stunning look. You can check out these all in the forums later as well.
Okay.
And then there's the Mesa Grax skin at the very end by Favin PS, so another line in the Grax entry. And then we have Mirage's Morgaine skin, another entry from Art Arwin.
I really like that.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That grabbed me right away.
The Mirage one?
Yeah.
Yeah, very
that's
exciting.
amazing.
Then the Nyx skin, which is from Malayu. It's the Saiku or Anima skin.
Nice.
Then we have Saren's Integra skin from Shezire. And we have the Vauban skin and helmet from Shezire, the Suppressor line. So I think that covers
that's cool.
everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's Tenogen.
And
Next
what's going on? These are all going on console and PC at the same time?
Sheldon Carter. No, hold on.
That's what I heard.
Sheldon Carter.
That's the words I heard.
Sheldon Carter.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jeff.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry.
I guess
I mean, we were laughing, but that's our goal, right?
Our goal.
That's our goal.
That's
Our
our goal.
goal.
But it's
Yes.
we're gonna try, and it all depends on making the best situation for the creators themselves.
For sure.
Because
Which makes sense. Yep.
before the delay in doing the content, the Tenogen on console is because we want to make sure that they are popular, and we want to make sure that we're working with the content creators closely to legally be able to do it on another platform. And it's all before now. It's been dependent on time, but the amount, if you look at the data, if you look at the comments, the amount of console players that are they just want this so badly
stuff
as fast
and we
as
wanna give it to
possible.
them. Yeah.
We're going to try and work with our content creators to do an upfront contract, not knowing, just trying to see what happens. So this is a bit of a surprise to everyone because we haven't talked to anyone about it yet, not even the content creators.
Oh, right.
So thanks, Sheldon. But we are. I'm really
Get on
excited.
board, please.
So stay tuned for information on that. Obviously, we can't make any promises yet, but that's what we want to do. So
So we showed some TennoGen. We also showed deluxe skins that we're making as well before that in the stream
we did.
for Chroma, Mag, and what was the other
Zephyr.
one? And Zephyr. Yeah, great, fantastic. Looks great.
Yes. I think we almost are at 3 o'clock, but we've covered
really?
a lot today. It's 2:53, but we still have more to do.
Harrison LA has a couple of questions.
Do they?
Yep.
What are they?
1. Syndicate assassinations win anytime soon or delayed until update 20.
We've been talking a lot
Hey, you were
about
talking.
this.
You were talking about this
I'm
on your
feeling pretty
stream.
spicy about this one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, go
Yeah?
for it.
Yeah.
Let's get a little.
We're changing Syndicate assassinations. We have the one of our programmers who pushed it right along. Got it to a point where we didn't like it because and neither did they, because it feels a lot like
Isn't it sorties?
it kind of started to feel like just like another sort of wrapping on a Samaras
Yeah.
target.
Ah, yes.
And it felt like it wasn't
Too
really
familiar.
dovetailing with what we wanted for this year, which was to really try to get back into dojos and clans. So we're changing it to be like an episode of The Wire.
What?
So
Shit.
we're going to be so there's basically like there'll be a procedurally generated enemy cell for your clan to decide who they want to go after. There'll be different cells at different sizes based on your clan size, with a kingpin who will be a uniquely generated enemy AI with unique abilities, and that will flow down into their sergeants and lieutenants. And each time you, if you can imagine the cop board where you have the little question marks and the little ropes tied to the guys and who's connected to who, and your actions will have consequences and all this other crazy stuff. So you'll be building this kind of, for lack of a better term, this kind of investigation. This will be this new part of the dojo that you'll be able to build with your dojo, and then your membership will be able to take on missions to kind of bring down this kingpin.
Does this gel with the idea of clan-generated missions that we showed a couple streams ago?
It does. In fact, it will be. There'll be a few things that you can do at one time, but these missions will be kind of generating your objectives. So we're kind of taking what we wanted to do, inspired by Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah, totally.
What we ended up with was just kind of a random enemy that lacked a bit of long-term engagement. So what we're doing is pushing this into being something that your Ghost Clan or your Mountain Clan or whatever clan you're in can work on together.
So your dojo will become the headquarters for the investigation. So that's the way the physical world is going to play into it for the clan,
That's right.
and the actual gameplay aspect of it, you'll see.
Members will be able to.
Members, yes.
That's right.
It's member-based, not.
That's right. It's not. So it is something if you got a weekend warrior clan, it's something on Saturday night
guys
to
can
just
start-
get in and start working on it and chip away at that evil organization that you're bringing down for yourself. And then we're still discussing the rewards and that sort of thing, but there'll be ratings and those who are doing well to bring the end to these evil kingpins that are going to be part of the Warframe universe going forward.
I think the rewards thing is going to be interesting because you can
Yep.
see how sorties changed systemically when you changed what you were offering from
Sorry,
them.
guys.
Yep.
Sorry.
Did you just cough into the mic?
did.
You
Sorry if you're
little-
wearing headphones.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
He need to shit his pants.
But we do have other questions on the sheet as well. I don't know if you want to.
Any plans to change some old mods to fit the Ribbon mod
Arcane's is
situation?
kinda
I.e. 15% status mods, Magnum Force, really underpowered. If yes, will the change come with Damage 3.0 or earlier?
So that was the status mods we released, really underpowered, and then never changed them because we weren't sure what status was going to do. So Melee Prowess, for example, gives you 15%. I think it's multiplicative. It's not additive. So your stats chance doesn't change as you'd expect, or if you expected it to be additive. So it's just wondering when if those mods will get a review. And there's actually a follow-up question to that once we answer that I will ask from memory on the sheet. Is
You
there?
wrote it. It's your question.
No, it's not my question. It's someone else's question, but it's a good one.
I'm just trying to get to the last sentence, which I like the most.
Okay, I'll let you get there. So we'll talk about the mods. You get the last sentence, then I'll interject with other mods.
Changes to mods currently aren't a huge part of Damage 3.0. Our perspective on Damage 3.0, I'll say mine, but I think Scott and I are in agreement on this.
I'm on
Our
board.
perspective on Damage 3.0 is rather than creating a big setback for the mods that people have earned over the years playing the game, is to add complications to the AI, add skill-based complications, add adaptations and that sort of thing to the higher end AI to bring back the challenge, but respect that you can still crush a minion in no time flat. So we have minions and we have bosses, and we kind of lack that middle ground.
Yes.
Some of this Kingpin stuff I've been talking about is like that. We had what were those alkalites? Acolytes. We had
Alkyl.
alkalites.
Alkalites.
I hope you don't make
Alkyl
embarrassing.
lights right now.
They get a
things
little
like that.
Derelicts.
Do you make,
Derelicts,
do you
yeah.
make embarrassing remarks like that on your DE Steve stream?
Absolutely,
on
all the
Sundays
time.
at noon.
I barely speak
Tune in
English
at
on
noon
my
for that.
stream. Yep. So
Shader.
we can look at these mods, and you don't have to wait for Damage 3.0 for us to address some of those problems. That's
cool.
That can happen.
Those are fair to review.
Those are fair to review. Yep. The third question,
We
Rebecca
already
wants
addressed
us.
Ribbon Melee mods coming this year.
Ribbon Melee mods coming this year. It's going to be fantastic. And
big window,
and
but
Harrison LA also says, "P.S. I love your game and your spirit to work on it and improve."
There you go. That's what you wanted to get to.
That's a nice question.
Thank
That's
you.
the part I
And we
wanted to
love
get
you
to.
guys. But the other mod question we have is about the Aviator mod, and we actually talked about this week. Scott, maybe
You did.
We talked about the Aviator actually hasn't
We
officially
didn't
come.
talk. You did.
I talked to you about it,
Yeah.
but you maybe
But failed to respond.
I still sent it. I said, any word? Trezant asks, any word about the return of Aviator Magma Chamber in Searing Steel? Some years have passed since they launched.
Years, eh?
I did see that question. Yeah.
Yes.
Some
Yeah.
years of
I was
Actually,
in denial. It was years.
There's a brainstorming group going over mods to add to the Kuo Fortress. So maybe there'll be
A
bundles up and-
resurgence.
Yes, adding new mods to new tile sets to encourage you to play them.
Yes.
I don't have the data
Apparently
today.
that's a thing.
Yes, Red Text
The
joked
move is
about
not
it.
pleased by this, but some people will be.
Who's not pleased by this?
The move.
What did he say?
Don't bring it back.
Don't bring back
those
Aviator?
Don't do it.
Yep.
Oh, their trading market. We would be crumbling. Free trade.
That's
Yep.
true.
Oh, man.
Well, that's why we give warning ahead of time.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we also have. Okay, we'll take a few chat questions as well now, which we've taken a lot of big theme questions from the thread. We have questions about Buff Rhino Iron Skin, please. I don't know. It's pretty good, and you can. It scales.
That's
so
the first question I saw about that going by.
yeah.
Dark Sectors is being worked on. It is. You just did a pass on it last week.
Not a very good pass.
Not a very good pass.
I was
Yep.
reviewing it because the doc that we wrote up was basically a full-blown RTS. That we were like, oh, that's
Well, we're
kinda-
making a
good
full-blown
start.
DJ, so
Yep.
Well,
We are making a music
RTS
game.
versus DJ
Yeah.
is
Yep.
a little bit different. So we're looking for what is RTS light for clans to
and
participate in.
is there still a PvP clan aspect to it? A lot of actually.
Yes.
I think it was Raw Grits asking that. Okay.
Yes,
a
there will
lot of
be
questions.
a competition slash.
But it's not actual PvP gameplay. It's just meta PvP.
It's
More.
meta. Yes.
Yep.
All right.
I'd like to see a bit of both eventually, but it is a.
What are you
meta.
jokers laughing about?
Oh, I just looked over and Jeff was making knots out of his.
There's a knot I'm playing with.
He's animating.
We're just.
rope.
There's just the questions are going so
The
fast. I
chat
can't
slow
even-
mode is not quite slow
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
but we're
I
trying.
can't
We
read
also
it.
have we
The
have
Limbo rework was talked about earlier. If we go backwards.
a dedicated trading function. So at this time, you have trading in Maru's Bazaar or a clan dojo.
Yep.
And if there was a more dedicated function, I think they just mean outside of chat to negotiate these trades.
Right.
But there's
Right.
a lot of back and forth on this.
Yep.
We do see trading to, like, could trading be better? Probably. Is it currently fulfilling a healthy role? Yes. Could it? But I guess it's just.
It's always improved for sure.
There's always room to improve.
Yeah, I mean, the reason we don't do a lot of the suggestions are we want people to be in Warframe.
Yes.
We don't want to change Warframe into an external website spreadsheet game necessarily, and I know there are
We love people that make them for
there,
us.
there are people that do that, and that helps
Yeah.
the trading economy. So I appreciate that.
Yep.
But in terms of engagement, obviously, the stuff we're doing with clans this year, we want to put people into the game and keep them there and having fun.
Totally.
Yeah.
We have we've actually we've answered a lot of the questions that you guys have up here.
Shieldgate went by again.
Shieldgate.
It is on the list. It's something we need to test to make sure that there is no
Invincibility.
invisibility
I
based
know.
on the regen delays and stuff. So it might be Shieldgate with a little plus plus.
Yeah, I think that I think it's a question of, is it as simple as if you have shield up, don't die in a single shot, or is it like shield?
It's something that has to come from testing, I think.
Definitely.
So I think we got to get it up and running, which it is being worked on. It's just not done yet. So once we have it testable, then we'll decide whether or not we have to put the plus plus on the end.
Yes,
which
and what
is-
that plus means.
Yeah,
which is-
we've had talks about adjusting the regen delay based on the amount of shields that was dropped in a single
Bring back
Yes.
the Stalker Acolytes. Sounds cool.
Yes, we should bring back the acolytes.
we should.
We have a lot going on, but we are done our dev stream for today.
Okay.
We have.
If you have other questions, Steve's answering questions
on his
all day on
don't
Sunday.
promote his Sunday stream. He's
That's what he does.
He's gonna get us in
I answer a
trouble.
few.
That's all right. You're great, Steve. Thank you for doing
unlocked
that.
some junctions.
Did you?
I did unlock a junction.
Congratulations.
Yep. Nope. That was fun.
We are going to wrap it up now. Do we have to do another platinum prize?
I think, how many have we done?
We did three. Let's just do one more and then we'll leave.
Just in
So
case.
one more platinum prize coming your way. Thank you to Scott, Steve, Jeff, Sheldon, Gabe, Dean, everyone in chat, and everyone at Digital Extremes. who-
Danielle for the
Danielle for the
Danielle.
mocap.
Mocap.
And
Actually, is Danielle going to come and dance out the stream?
That'll be me.
Well, maybe
Oh,
it looks
Dean's
like
gonna do it.
Maybe you will.
Me in the mocap seat.
I think there's so many people that the Twitch picker might not be working.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, big thanks to Digital Extremes, of course, everyone here who
We
works
broke
to
the-
make our
the
assets
picker?
showable.
The picker.
No.
Thank you for watching. If you had network issues,
No way.
Is it actually broken?
yeah, it's fixed.
Are you kidding me?
Busted.
It must be the API or something. Just-
The 24-hour alert is live on all
All right, do it old
platforms.
school. Scroll through the name list.
Oh, jeez.
No, that was.
That-
you never
that
go back.
Never worked.
Sorry, guys.
Never worked very well.
I'm checking right now to see. Oh man, I have a McDonald's ad. I was trying to see how many viewers we had, but I can't tell.
Oh, let's keep.
We're gonna keep trying until we get you. You guys can leave if you want. I'll just wait here and do the platform.
You're going to do the
Sit
black
here-
prize on your own?
sit here
I'll
all
just sit
night,
and wait
waiting.
until it works. I'm
Yeah,
not leaving.
some people are
until-
going to have to leave.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
if you're
no,
not
that's
interested in
not a way to do it.
All right, the winner is DE Megan. Way to go!
Oh my god.
Just
that's
a
a
random,
terrible troll.
just a
That's
random
a terrible
name. And-
troll.
Oh,
All right, here we go. Here we go.
all right.
All right.
All right, but yeah, of course, thank you to the Warframe community who have been here for some of you 4 years now. This is. We're still here. We're making this game. Hopefully, you like some of what you saw today with the development, because we like it, and we're
It's like an
confident.
apology.
I
We're
know.
still here. I'm sorry. Sorry.
The same jerks.
And the winner is the Bacon.
Jerks every week.
The Bacon's 2002.
2002.
The Bacon
That's right, it
2002.
was.
That's a great name. You won 1,000 platinum. Message our Twitch page and tell us where to put it.
The same jerks are
It's
still
the same bunch of jokers are here. So
Thanks,
And if
guys.
you're on console, thanks for your patience. That cert was ridiculously
record
fast.
fast. Yeah.
And I hope you guys enjoy Nidus and making your own little fungus farms anywhere you grow. It's very
Affecting
exciting.
each other.
I do like making my own fungus farm.
Your own fungus farm.
I think I have one of those going on.
Maybe spread the love to other Warframes.
I got my own fungus farm right here.
I know. My whole desk. Everyone, have fun with the fungus. All right, we'll see you later. Bye.
See
We'll
everybody.
see you next time.